Hello guys, Thijs here again, and this time I have a really funny guide or a really interesting deck. I haven't had that much fun about a deck for a long time, and it is about the Burst Mage deck, and you see it on the right side there. It is a really funny deck. I played it today, I played it on stream for a long time, and the deck, it looks really weird. A lot of people say, yeah, this really looks like an arena deck, but I was playing it in competitive play and I had around a 65% win rate with this deck, and the deck is really good. You have like, it looks a bit like Freeze Mage. It has kind of similar matchups, but there are some matchups that are really better. For example, the matchup against Hunter and Paladin are really increasing because you trade a lot with your minions in the early game, and you win from that part. And we are gonna start with some gameplay, and I will explain you a bit about the deck from themselves. The strength of the deck is the difference with Freeze Mages is you don't rely on the combo. You are doing a lot of damage over time, and with the damage over time, you really try to just deal as much damage for a long time. Because you are doing a lot of damage over time, you don't have that many burst potential. It is still in the deck, but it is less than the Freeze Mage, and that makes the matchups against Warrior and Priest hard. The matchup against Warrior was already hard, but really the matchup against Priest gets harder because you really rely on these combo effects. You don't have that many combo effects. Okay, against Paladin, the Arcane Missile is actually pretty decent. I'm really thinking of keeping it because it's really good against Muster. I still need a 1-drop maybe, but it's one of the better cards against Paladin. Let's keep it and see how it pays off. Okay, not terrible, not really good. We can play it at turn 2 now, to play a bit more aggressively. Depends on... You see a lot of Aggro Paladin lately on the ladder, so I'm still expecting that maybe. We will see. We just coin out the loot order. The worst thing that can happen is if he plays his minion, and we can't really deal with it that well. We will find it out. The Frostbolt is not a bad pickup because we can also play it with the Apprentice, so we will see. Okay, he goes for a pretty slow play. Then I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna ping this. I can also go really aggressive by playing the Apprentice and Arcane Missiles. Yeah, I don't really like that play. I really want to play it into the Muster next turn. Nah, but then it's pretty off curve. I might just do it here. Just to pressure as much as I can. Because there's no way a Paladin really kills my Apprentice here. Besides the Cockhammer. But it's a really slow turn and he takes 3 damage. So I actually kinda like it. If he has a Muster, he might still play it. But then we can still go for pretty aggressive. And we get a card from the loot order. So we just try, and that is really important with this deck. You just try to get as much damage in early as you can. Like, that is most of the time your win condition. Like, we can even do this, like going full YOLO. Because it's so much. Me? Ah, it's not really needed. We can do it later. Like, the Acolyte is too good on this board. It contests is, if he has True Silver, he can kill the Acolyte, but there is still the Apprentice, so he has to suicide this one once. I don't really feel it needed to use a Frostbolt here. Has the all, that's kinda annoying. It still trades really well on the board, so it's not the worst thing. I wonder how he's gonna trade it now. He's not taking any damage now. He's like, I can't take more damage. But it's fine. Yeah, we can trade. This trade is pretty nice. Do we play the second Acolyte? I think we do. Even we can't ping it, it's still really good on this board. I really need to get value from this Acolyte, so I hope he doesn't play it through silver here. I need to get double card draw from this Acolyte. It's pretty important. But by not playing it, we make the matchup too slow. So I really have to play it here. Okay, doesn't have it. What is really big for us. Really big. Why doesn't he trade anything with his weapon? He's like, I don't want to take any damage. Okay, we can start with a card draw here. The Mana Worm is a pretty okay pickup. Yeah, the Frost Nova is pretty good because we get some extra card draw with the Acolytes. I kinda like the Frost Nova now. I don't like the Arcane Missiles, of course. It's too YOLO into this Acolyte. We can see what happens here, but we stole the game a bit longer, and that's why I play this Frost Nova in this deck too. Stole the game a bit longer. It's pretty good. Yeah, I would also advise to, if you really love this deck, to watch the stream out that I'm streaming on, because I played this deck already a lot on stream, and it did just really insanely good, and we had some really fun and insane combos. Okay, if you count the damage that we have in hand now, we have already enough, right? We have 6, 12, 15, yeah, we have already enough. I'm pressured, like, I'm totally not pressured, so I feel totally fine by just Fireball and Ping. Because we put out Lethal next turn. We have 13 damage from the hand. Yeah, and Taunt is not gonna help you, bro. I think you are already dead now. And that's what I mean, guys. Do you see how aggressive this deck is? And you see how much we had left. Like, there's so much card draw still in the deck that we can cycle so much. And with the Ice Block, we will always get another turn. But we just win the game already by turn 7. That's how it goes sometimes. Well played. Yeah, he had like a pretty rough, or his start wasn't really, he had a pretty slow start. So that was really important for us too. But you can't see, like, we still called happen. And yeah, the matchups that is like really hard where you, if you face Warriors, they are almost unwinnable. Warriors, you have to combo them down, and it's pretty hard to combo them down. That's why I play with one apprentice, to sometimes make these miracles happen. Okay, playing against a rogue. Didn't really play this matchup a lot yet, but I don't think it's really bad. Yeah, I think we just keep cards like Loot Hoarder here. We needed to get a lot of card draw probably against rogue. Okay, the Ice Block is really bad, but the rest is nice, so we will see what happens. So he's most likely gonna make a dagger, maybe he's gonna coin out an SI, but not really sure if that's worth it for him. Okay, he's going with it. Coin SI. Oh, I wanna Frostbolt this now. Because this SI7 is too early. It really makes our next turns really bad, so... And I can even play the Apprentice, just as a 3-2 Vanilla on the board. I don't know if that is worth it at all. I do it. I mean, next turn we are playing off curve anyway, so it's not a bad turn. If he has the backstep, he has the backstep. I mean, he played already SI. I don't want to play around backstep. He has it. Oh my god. So does he have any follow up? He drew another SI. Why did you top deck? Telnus is fine. I'm just gonna start a card draw here. I mean, we play Acolyte Ping next turn. I'm not scared of this Telnus at all. He can just play the Telnus if he wants to. It's gonna be hard because he's still at 30 lives. We really need to have need to make miracles maybe. I'm getting the card draw in, and with the Flame Waker we might get some good combos off now. The Mad Scientist is pretty nice. I will probably drop it next turn. Yeah, I'm still not sure about the Apprentice, but because with the Apprentice the Flame Waker gets insanely strong. So maybe that was not totally right. But we will see. Yeah, he's kind of forced to trade, because otherwise I'd trade with this Telmos here. Yeah, playing double 2-drop is pretty nice here. I don't play the Leper Gnome because it's really off curve, and then this ping just makes sure that he either trades, has to use a spell, or has to use his dagger to make trades. Like, we are still really safe on life total. I really want to get this secret out now, before I draw into secrets. Like, having the Ice Block in the hand and getting one from the Scientist will be really nice. Just so we can stall for an extra turn. Fan of Knives. That's fine. Okay, taking some damage. Yeah, he's playing this really slow. He probably has like a lot of minions in his hand. I mean a lot of spells that are more reactive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we can play these 3, draw a card, we go to 8. Yeah, that's fine. The minions are pretty bad because Rogue is a reactive class. What means that he has really good answers normally against my minions. And with this play, I just play my minions out. So I can make, the spell turns are getting better later. I just have to draw as much as I can now. Like you see, we only have 12 cards left. And I still try to cycle a lot. But like, we know that we have Pyroblast, we have Fireball. We have an Arcane Intellect, we have double Frost Nova, or we have one in the hand, but we still have a Frost Nova. And that makes it so much easier to later into the game to stall more and have draw more into our powerful spells. Okay, and Azure Drake, pretty nice for him, but it is pretty slow too. It depends, like he played already a backstab, and I wonder if he's gonna, like, it's not really a flurry board. You must choose soon. Okay, well he takes 4 from the Leper now. I'm really happy with the work the Leper Gnome did here. Now I really want to think if it is already worth to go for the Flame Waker, and it might be. I go Flame Waker, Mana Worm. This is 7 mana, and then we can play an art. Yeah, I kind of like it. Still thinking if we need to get that extra draw from the Acolyte here, but Frost Nova seems to be really nice here. We start with the Arcane Missiles because we want to play the Frost Nova afterwards. So the minion that gets out here. Okay. So do we Frost Nova this? Yeah. Attack phase here. If I trade, I don't get much more card out of it anyways. But we know what we have left in the deck. We know we have a Fireball, we have Frostbolt, we have Pyroblast. Like, a lot of burn is left in the deck. I'm still not sure because it's not an insane value, but he has so many cards that I'm almost scared that he can just pop my Ice Block already. So I really wanted to start stalling the games. I mean, I have double Ice Block and I have an I had a Frost Nova, so I had a lot. He's clearing everything. But no, it is not terrible. I mean, he could also maybe have a Blade Fury, while he could just clear everything in one turn. We still have the counter spell also in the deck, by the way. Okay, I think this is not the right moment for the Oracle. Although the Oracle is in this deck is when you really need the card draw, and I don't think we are that desperate. We might just go for the Fireball here, so to play on curve more. And getting the playing the Scientist so we get the counterspell more out of our deck. It's just good to get our counterspell out of the deck now. If we get the counterspell out of our deck this turn, it's more likely we draw into Pyroblast, Fireball, Frostbolt, and these are the cards we want to draw now. We don't want to draw counterspell. It's fine to get it on the board, but not to draw it. So he's starting it. Let's just not get counterspell. That's really important. Otherwise, the Mad Scientist is there just doing nothing. Not the best draw, but whatever. It's still 2 damage. I mean, it's not terrible. He's like, what? Is this not a barrier? What is this? Oh, wow. Okay, now it's getting hard because he had the heal bot here. A Frost Nova will not be a bad draw either. We know that we still have Frost Nova left. Okay, so we have a 7, 9, 10 damage combo. I'm just gonna... This is the right moment to Cold Light because he will... If I don't Cold Light here, he's gonna pop my Ice Block. So I'm just gonna play Cold Light, hope I draw into 2 more. Frost Nova is really good. It stalls at least for 1 turn more. Seven, 8, 9. Not enough to Pyroblast next turn. I mean, we can go for the 7 damage, but I know that like there's still another Ice Lance left. So I might just go for a ping here in the face. And then I deal 7, 9, yeah. I just ping here. It's fine. What is left is a Fireball and an Ice Lance and something else. I don't know what is left more, but I know we have a Fireball and an Ice Lance left. It's a bit important to know how much burn you have left, so you know your reach. Sep. Wanted to sep the Leper Gnome, I guess. Fan of Noise. So we can put him at lethal range now for sure by just Frostbolt, Ice Lance, ping his face. Yes, he played an... Oh, there's a low tap. Well, that sucks. It's still not terrible because we have the second Ice Block. So we can just Ice Block, Frostbolt, Ice Lance next turn. Why not go for this? I mean, it's no reason to not to do it. We ping face because this is a 7 damage combo to make sure that we have lethal next turn. Like, he puts out lethal anyways. It might be important if he has something like still another heal, so. We can also draw into the Fireball, and by playing the missiles now, if we draw into a Fireball, we can play. We exactly have the 10 mana to play Ice Block, Frostbolt, Ice Lance, Fireball. So it's like perfect. Okay, puts us low. Not low enough yet. There he goes. Question is, what does he have? Oh, a second heal bot. Oh my god. Yeah, we just gotta go now.
I can't do that.
Like, it's not gonna be enough. That's the sad thing. Like, there's too much damage on the board now. Like, he's just gonna pop, but you see, like, he played double heal bot, guys. Double heal bot and a low tap. Like, it's so much, and we almost still won the game. And the insane thing about this deck is it trades really well early game with the minions. like early game you're fighting for board control, and you see you have so much Qadra that you can just cycle, and there is so much burn potential in this deck. I mean, we even did, like, he healed for 16 lives, and he played a low tap, and he played and he plays an Earthen Ring.
Almost out of cards.
I mean, it's still unbelievable how close we are. He healed for 19 HP. We dealt around 50 HP, like we did almost 15 damage, and he played a low tap. Like, it's still unbelievable that we are so close. And yeah, well, he wins this game now, but I still think I really showed you the power of this deck, that you have so much cycle and so much spells that it is one of the better decks, that it is actually, it might not be the best deck, but it's a pretty cool and fun deck to ladder with. And if you want to see a bit more gameplay out of this deck, I will say make sure to watch also out my stream, because I streamed this deck a lot and I had like an insane win rate with this deck. I didn't lose to any hunters. I was 5-0 against hunters. I did really well against rogue paladins, and the hard matchups were priest and warrior. So yeah, I would say I hope you like this deck. It is a fun deck to play. I would say make sure to try it out once. It's an aggro freeze mage deck and really burst heavy, so it's a really fun deck to play. If you like to play mage or freeze mage, I'm pretty sure you love this deck. And yeah, I hope you like the guide, and I will probably make another guide of this because it's a fun deck and I couldn't really show much of it yet. And yeah, I hope to see you next time again, and see ya.